Good evening, everyone. How are you beautiful faces? It's been a long night, but hope everybody's still having a good time. Um, First, I want to give honor to God for the many blessings that He has blessed me and my family. Um, as He just said, coming from a low poverty area, low-income area, broke, deadbeat broke. um, to have opportunity to do some of the things that I have done is definitely unheard of from a young man like myself from the neighborhoods that I'm from. So I just definitely want to give all praises to him, because without him, you probably wouldn't even know who Vince Young is. Second, I definitely want to give the Hall of Honor Selection Committee. It's definitely a respect and love for having the opportunity to be in this family, this group of lettermans and coaches and tremendous people. I really feel like they have that it factor that did a lot for UT campus, and as well as the professors, the students, just the University of Texas environment. And so to be recognized with those guys, it's an honor and it's a blessing to be recognized with them, as well as the ladies. They got honored as well earlier today, I think it was today, them as well. So I definitely want to pay my respect to them. I at least want to start off with the family tree. My grandmother, she's sitting here right now today. She's my #1 fan, y'all. When I mean #1 fan. After a football game is over with, the first phone call on my cell phone is my grandmother. Why did you do this? Why did you do this? And why is your pants so tight on your behind? Get a looser fit. I'm like, Granny, that's how it's supposed to fit on me. So I want to say thank you to my grandmother. I'm so happy she's here today. Stuff that she's dealing with, but to see her sitting right there and to experience this with me, I just want to say, Granny, I love you, and I thank you so much for all the things you have done for our whole entire family. I just want to say that. To my mother, hey girl, hey boo-boo. That's my baby right there, even though she whooped the mess out of me, y'all. She used to tell me to go outside and get a switch. I say, Mama, I think that's beating. She like, no, go get I used to come in with the smallest little branch in the world, and she used to go back out there and get her switch. But I just want to say, Mom, thank you for all the things you have done for me. You know, the days that you out there working, the days that on Fridays, I know my sister and them can vouch for this, coming home with Popeye's chicken and giving us $20 for the weekend. I just want to say thank you for that. And I love you so much for believing in me. And a lot of people don't know my mom was, strung out on drugs and partying and doing a lot. And she'll give you the same testimony. But for her to change her life through God and be clean for so many years now, I just want to say, just as much as you tell me I'm proud of you, I want to say, Mom, I'm very proud of you as well, and I love you. To my beautiful wife, hey baby, again, she stuck with me. She didn't have to. But I want to say, baby, thank you so much. We was just cracking jokes just a while ago. My man was talking about the Mew earlier. I know this probably sounds bad, but that's my Mew right there. And she'll call me her Jack A. So I want to say, baby, I love you for sticking with me thick and thin. Keeping me in a lot. Sometimes I could have been out partying, having a good time, but she was like, no, you need to stay right here. I just want to say thank you to my wife. It means a lot to me, and my son, my family sitting right here, my brother-in-laws for taking care of my sisters sitting here. A lot of y'all don't know I'm a family man. Y'all probably know that, and I give always praise and thanks to the women in my life. They're very strong. I didn't have a father figure in my household, so I had to learn from guys like my brother-in-law Mario sitting right here, Vic or Chuck that's sitting here, my brothers, or John Bianco. A lot of people speak, I call my uncle, or Arthur. It's a lot of names out there that show me, how to be not only just an athlete, but a great young man. And I took a lot of those similar traits that these guys had in them and put it in my everyday life because I didn't have that. You know, seeing my high school coach, you know, getting on my butt all the time, like, Vince, you're gonna be a leader one day. You're gonna lead a lot of people, and I didn't understand what that meant. You need to go take speech class. I was like, what, take speech class? What do you mean by take speech class? I'm already nervous just standing here talking to you. You know, the things that, you know, my mentors, you know, Don Reese, from Sky Ingram to, I mean, a lot of people that came in my life, from Jim McAvell, the crazy Joe Jamel, Mr. Bill Little sitting over here. It's so many people have touched my life that I'm honored and truly blessed for these guys to do that. And for Coach Brown and Greg Davis and Drake, Coach Drake, Daryl Drake, for these guys to come down to Houston, Texas and sit in my household and say, hey, Vince, you have an opportunity to come to the University of Texas. I thought it was awesome because in my neighborhood, you don't go to college. You get doubted, you get hated on. There's so many distractions, drugs, fights, gangs, all this type of stuff went on in my life as a childhood. You didn't ever think you have an opportunity to go to college. But I wanted to be the total opposite. And a lot of people were like, man, are you mad at your dad? I'm like, actually, I'm not really mad at my dad. I really forgave him for not being in my life. And he actually did something good for me. He taught me to be the total opposite of him. But I still love him and forgive him, you know, for everything, you know, for him not being there. And for him to take a chance now and to try to get in my life now, I truly respect him for doing that. So, I mean, anything that goes on in my life, I'm just truly blessed. And if y'all know me, I'm a humble, funny, goofy guy and love to enjoy life. And being honored in the Hall of Honor, to this day, I'm still kind of iffy about this because I don't feel like I'm deserving this yet, because I feel like I still have some more accomplishments that I want to fulfill. To Mac Brown, Mac Daddy, that we call him. Mac is a wonderful guy. Wish he couldn't be here tonight. For him to sit me down one day in his office, because honestly, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I was leaving UT to go to another university because I didn't want to be a pocket passer. And, you know, a mentor of mine, Steve McNair, was like, you should go in and sit down with Greg Davis and Coach Brown and talk to him and let them know how you feel and see what happens. And for Coach Brown to listen to what I had to say that day, even though I was very upset and I wanted to leave and I didn't understand, you know, what was going on, what they were trying to do. All I wanted to do was play football and win. And y'all know me, I don't think about stats, 400 yards, this and that. The main stat I'm talking about is WAL, win or lose. And when I always talk about that, Coach Brown was like, hey, you can do that here. Just tell us what you want to do. And I said, Coach, I just want to be able to be versatile, and if it's not there, use my legs to buy some time to throw the ball down the field. And for him and Coach Davis and Cleve Bryant, for them to sit there and listen to what I had to say that day, they could have been like, whatever, Vince, get out of here. But just to show you how much that they believed in me as a young man, just to show you how much respect that I have for my coaching staff, and the entire coaching staff that we had. And the 2005 team, you know, the guys here today, I wish you guys stand up real quick, you don't mind. David Thomas, Blaylock, I see you guys. Ron Palmer, Larry Dibbles, Bo Scaife, Selvin Young, David Pino, Kalen Jakes. A lot of people point the finger at me. Vince, you did it. No, you got it all wrong. Without my teammates, my brothers, that I still have a relationship with today, Michael Huff, that a lot of y'all don't know. Michael Huff didn't even talk like that. I don't even know who this guy is. He was the quietest guy in the world, and the guys who can definitely vouch for this, to hear him speak, and that was funny. That was funny, real funny. Because he's not lying. He don't want to talk to nobody. He wants an interception, score touchdowns. But you know, the fun that we had as teammates, the storm. Everybody, I don't know if y'all know what the storm is. The storm is when you got an altercation with one of your teammates, you take it to the storm. And you got the big bubble over your head in the locker room, and if you got some differences, we go to war like literally a brawl, a big fight. And one day that stuff happened, and we put a hole in the wall, and the guys can vouch for this. We had to hide it from Coach Brown, so he comes in and speaks to us, and that hole was right behind him. John Bianco know what I'm talking about. And we had to hide it until he found out. He must have ran the mess out of us. He was very upset. But at the same time, we told Coach Brown, hey, we got the differences, we got it done, we got it out the way. Now the team is back focused, and now the team is back going. So the fun that we had with my brothers that year, the sweat tears, the 5:30 a.m. wake-ups, oh my God. Guys coming in late, had to do up-downs for every one player's late. That's 10 up-downs, so imagine 6 guys late. We not running or working out today, we just doing up-downs the whole time. You know, just the fun that we had as a team. And one of the things I want to say is, without us coming together with our chemistry, us believing in each other, for the man next to you and the man right or left of you, we wouldn't have won a national championship. And then what I'm very proud of with my guys, we graduated. That's the utmost award that I really feel like nobody can take from us, as well as the Rose Bowl, but having that education, having that piece of paper to walk around with our heads up is a truly huge accomplishment. And, you know, to the city of Austin, to our fans, wow. I just like to tell y'all, thank y'all so much for sticking with us, believing in us, crying with us, laughing with us, whatever. 6th Street with us, barbecuing with us. I mean, all the fun that we had, and I'm truly happy to be a part of a great university, which I thought I would never be a part of, but I am. And I'm so happy to be a part of this university. I'm so happy for Bill Powers and the Lost Dodds and these guys, and Dr. Vincent for allowing me to be a part of DDCE. I have the opportunity to go out to speak to kids every day, to give my testimony for one. And somebody told me never go to rest without giving out that knowledge. And to speak to these kids throughout Central Texas, to see the fun that they have, the questions they ask, me just being real with them, letting them know I was that same kid sitting in the same position that you young men are, and young ladies, to let them know that it's an opportunity out there for them if they just go back and just go and grab it. So I want to thank the university for bringing me back on campus in the city of Texas and being a part of a great institution that, again, what starts there really do changes the world. And like my man said, it changed me, my whole life experience, because of the fact I could be back in my neighborhoods doing the same thing some of my peers are doing, smoking, drinking, and doing the same negative things. But the University of Texas, Coach Brown, gave me an opportunity to come walk on a campus that not only that I'm just friends with my teammates, but I'm also friends with my peers and my professors still to this day. And I want to thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart and from my family that's sitting here, 46 of them sitting in here. Drove all the way here. I love you. And my nieces and nephews and my little son right there. I just want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart and from my family for giving me this opportunity to represent this institution in the best way I can till I die. And I hope y'all will be at my funeral too as well. Hook 'em horns.